I just don't know if I can apply for Erasmus Mundus. Hi everyone, in today's video I will explain the most common myths and misconceptions about Erasmus Mundus programs, which I hear over and over. Just briefly introduction, Erasmus Mundus are highly competitive and prestigious programs which offer students unique opportunity to study abroad, get cultural diversity and high level education. There are so many myths and misconceptions about Erasmus Mundus program which deter students from applying, and I think this is a big pity because most of the time all those limiting beliefs and myths and misconceptions just prevent you from applying, even though you could easily apply and win the scholarship and maybe next year be studying in some of the partner countries. So today I will explain the 8 most common myths I hear from students over and over, and I get these questions all the time. Myth number 1 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are open only for really clever and bright students. Well, this is not the case, because let me explain my case. In Europe, in Czech Republic, Austria, and in Central Europe, we mostly have the grading system from 1 to 5. And 5 means you fail and 1 means the excellent. It's the best grade possible you can get. And I was always somewhere between 1 and 3. I haven't been getting 1 and the excellent grade or A in the American style all the time. I was always somewhere between A, B or C grade, and still I won the scholarship and I was applied to all programs I applied. Back then there were 3 programs of Erasmus Mundus I applied to and I was accepted to all of them. So this is a proof that Erasmus Mundus programs don't require you to be absolutely best student out of the best. In fact, Erasmus Mundus focus more on other factors like extracurriculum activities, exceptional motivation letter, your rich CV or resume, or just your motivation, your future aspirations, and your career goals and your vision for your future, for your country, and for the program. So don't get scared about the fact that you need to be excellent student. Most of the time, programs, they do pay attention to some sort of extent to your GPA, but usually it's just 20 or 30% of the overall application. Meaning that if you write exceptional motivation letter, or if you have great interview, or you write great motivation letter, or you write great CV or reference letter, you can make up for this not so perfect GPA. This is what I particularly like about Erasmus Mundus, because they don't only search for A students, but they search for students who are well-rounded in other areas as well. And this is actually really attractive to me because I have always been focused on some extracurricular activities rather than always getting A's and then ended up with A's and no experience at all. Myth number 2 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are too expensive. Well, in fact, some of them are more expensive, some of them are less expensive. It always depends on the programs you choose, but you're right that Erasmus Mundus programs for 2 years studying abroad, they can get quite expensive. Actually, you also need to pay your accommodation, you need to pay your insurance, your travel costs and so on. But the amazing point about this Erasmus Mundus programs is that they offer scholarship. So if you're applying for Erasmus Mundus and you submit your application until November, December or January, it depends on the program, you're automatically applying also for this full ride scholarship, which actually pays you everything. They pay your tuition fee, your insurance, your travel cost and your accommodation. And this is by far the best program and scholarship I have found in my life. If you missed the date or you are not awarded the scholarship, don't worry. I still advise you to apply and search for some alternative funding opportunities. If you want to know more about those opportunities, search in this video or look up for this video. Myth number 3 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are only located in Europe. And this is one of the most common misconceptions as well. In fact, Erasmus Mundus programs are joint programs, meaning that 2, 3 or more universities joined together, they created a program, and now you have the opportunity to study on 2 or more universities, even outside of Europe. For instance, I have seen programs who participate in Japan, in Colombia, in the United States, in Africa, basically all around the world. It depends on your program. Maybe it might happen that you will find a program which only is located in Europe and there are no partner countries outside of Europe. This is also possible. I would still say that majority of the countries are still located in Europe, but not only. Myth number 4 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are open only for students who master multiple languages. This is also not really true. Most of the programs require you to have excellent command of English, usually on the level of C1, but only a limited amount of programs require you to know other language as well. And if they do, they usually only ask for some basic level. Myth number 5 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are open only for students who want to pursue career in academia or research. Well, this is also not the case because, for example, I am not so research oriented and I listed it in my motivation letter and still I want the scholarship. In general, I would say most of the programs offer you both. They offer you the possibility to continue later with your PhD and research career, but they also offer you to work in the private sector and get hands-on experience. It really depends on your vision on the program, how much the program also supports you. Some of them are naturally more inclined toward hands-on experience and giving you internships in companies, while other programs are really way more focused on the research and academia. If you don't have any research experience, but you might be interested to get some and you're a little bit afraid if you can actually apply for a program which requires some research experience, watch out this video where I explain into detail how to actually make up for no research experience so far when applying to research-oriented programs. Myth number 6 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are open only to specific countries. This is a myth because Erasmus Mundus programs are open for everyone, any citizenship, any culture, completely open for everyone. They don't even prefer any person over other. So meaning that if you're from Asia, you won't get better preference than someone who is from Europe. It only depends on your skills, your motivation, your background, and your experience, and also how well you write all your documents for the admission. Myth number 7 is that programs are open only for students who have not obtained the master degree yet. This is not true. You can be enrolled in master program and still apply. You can have a master degree and still apply for Erasmus Mundus programs and receive the scholarship. And last but not least, the myth number 8 is that Erasmus Mundus programs are open for students and applicants only until certain age. Also not true. You can be 65 or you can be 25 and you both are eligible to apply for Erasmus Mundus programs and you're eligible to be received a scholarship. I hope this video was helpful to you. I think it's extremely important to be aware of all the limitations and facts and misconceptions about the program. And if you want to know more about Erasmus Mundus, I recommend to visiting their website where you will find all the information and visiting the website of the specific programs. If you need some other personalized help, let me know in the comment section. You will find some of my services and I'm really looking forward to see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.